lemur pups. Hold on to your shorts because these are the cutest babies I've ever seen. I'm pulling up their images now. Here's the first one. Look at it. Look at him. Look at his little face. Look at his little nose and his little body. These are the two babies here. There's one on the left, one on the right, as you can see. So the two pups were born on February 14th. Yes, they are Valentine's Day babies. So these two pups are the first successful red-ruffed lemurs births at Caldwell Zoo. So that's kind of, a big deal all on its own, but not to mention how adorable these little guys are. Look at his little fingers. Oh my goodness. Okay, so going on now, red-ruffed lemurs. So they're listed as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. You might recognize like the abbreviation IUCN. Well, the birth represents an important success in an effort to protect and preserve this species. So not only is this like a big hooray for Caldwell Zoo, but a hooray for preservation and for animal conservation. This is huge. I'm going to show you another picture here. Take a look at these little babies. This is just another angle of the babies. But the 4-year-old mother, Quintana, she arrived at the Caldwell Zoo on April 18th of last year. She came from the Woodland Park Zoo. Now, she was introduced to Junior, the father, who came from St. Augustine Alligator Park, and he's been at the Caldwell Zoo since 2017, so he's been there for some time. But overall, the big announcement here from let's hear, this is Scotty Steinbach. He's the curator of mammals, which, fun title. How do you get that title? He says, I am very excited about this successful breeding of the red-ruffed lemurs. He goes on to say that with this being the first birth of the species ever recorded at Caldwell, the mammals team couldn't be more thrilled considering the threats they face in the wild. Every birth is a big deal, and we're excited to share it here on East Texas Now as well. Let's go back to these sweet babies. Oh my goodness. Now, going on into this press release that the Caldwell Zoo sent us, it goes on to say that it will likely be some time before you can actually see these new additions to the zoo in person because let's see here. They say that they will be able to see the pups in their habitat at the zoo. It could be some time for that happens. They say that they want to give the family time to relax and, of course, make those very important bonds that they would out in nature and to ensure that the mother has everything she needs to provide for her offspring. So they don't want to add on any extra stress, any outdoor factors, or, the intensity of, seeing guests moving through that could make you a little bit defensive because, new babies, even moms and babies need their time to kind of get to know one another before they are introduced to the public. But anyway, at Caldwell Zoo, red-ruffed lemurs reside on an island habitat, and the family will remain indoors for now to ensure that the pups' safety and their well-being is taken care of. They say that's the most important thing right now, is taking care of everybody before they're officially introduced to the public. The Caldwell Zoo will, of course, provide updates on when they're expected to make their big public debut, but they're going to make those updates coming up on their website, on their Facebook pages, all their social media accounts. So if you want to keep an eye out for when you can go and meet these little babies in person, that's going to probably be the best spot. Hopefully they can give us a heads up so we can tell you here on East Texas Now as well, because that sounds absolutely amazing. Look at these little guys. We don't know genders, we don't know names, but we do know that these are fresh, new babies to the Caldwell Zoo. And the little faces is what gets me. Look at these little guys. Look at his little fingers. Oh my goodness. Yes, new babies, fresh new babies at the Caldwell Zoo. These red-ruffed lemur pups. Congratulations, Caldwell Zoo. Well done. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead now, turn to our next sponsor, take a quick